start with, there is a very famous definition of set, and it is this. It is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Distinct objects. From this definition, what we gather is that in the definition of a set, we required it to be well-defined, which is very circular if you think that I am defining something called a set, and in that definition, I require it to be well-defined. So that really means that in this sentence, I'm actually kind of failing to define what is a set. Otherwise, why would I write that it has to be well-defined, right? If a set is well-defined, then that must appear in the definition itself. Then I'm saying that a set is a collection. Now, what really is a collection? Collection is a word which obviously appeal to us in terms of English. In senses, we know what a collection might stand for. But really, collection doesn't have a mathematical interpretation which is exact. And if we go by the sense of set, then a set is a kind of collection. But what is a collection of that in mathematics? We have no reference. And then comes distinct objects. So a set will contain distinct objects. That means if there are identical elements, then pick any one of them, right? So it's sort of representation. So the collection, whatever a collection might be, it must follow this kind of a rule that I cannot have two of the same thing. Okay, but then again, that collection of such distinct objects has to be well defined. Otherwise, it will not be a set. But then, what is this? Is this a definition of a set? Okay. So if we go through this sentence, which is famous as a definition of a set, we see that there is a degree of circularity. That is, a definition is asking something to be well defined, by virtue of which we can say that then this is not the definition. And then it is saying that a set is a collection of something, of collection of non-identical elements, distinct objects, okay, where we do not really know mathematically what a collection is. We understand it is in terms of English. So this is more of an English sentence rather than a mathematical one. And secondly, this is a definition which requires, which is defining something, saying that it needs to be well defined. So this kind of logical ambiguity, basically, which I mean, in other words, which says that there is no logical clarity in this sentence itself. So this sentence actually, it essentially fails to define a set. And in that, the stress is over this word define rather than this word set. Okay, so this is the word we are stressing on, that this sentence actually kind of fails to define what is a set. All right. So then, but we have studied set theory, or probably we are new to it, whatever. So how do we go about it? The reason we never had a problem is that we understand in our mind what a set is, and to some extent that idea may involve some problem. Okay. But given that basic idea, whatever that idea may be, we can start with set theory. So we will let go of this definition. That's why I erased it. We'll start with an idea that there is a set. And we'll start with this idea that there is a set only because if there is not a set, then there is nothing to discuss.